AITA for ignoring my boyfriend when he asked me to split the check with his family and only paying for my food? Advice needed. I at 42 got invited to Mill's mother of my boyfriend David, M44 birthday celebration. It came as a surprise since I'm under the impression that they Mill and Sills kind of don't like me. I can't say I was super pumped to go, but I was glad to be included. Important, both my boyfriend and I hail from the working class. The difference is that my parents gave me a good life once they had financial progress, and his father refused to offer nice things because he said Mill was using their children for gold-digging purposes. He left Mill and remarried. They are 4 siblings. I have a good career and make a decent salary. He earns 5x less that I make, but that has never been an issue, until Mill's birthday. First, I felt isolated during dinner and out of place. They talked a lot about family stories and private jokes and lots of manga, wrestling, and bands that I don't know about. I felt ignored since every time I could participate in the conversation, they hardly made eye contact. Another important thing, I was talked over twice. The first time, they simply talked all among themselves and my input was lost. I didn't make too much of it. Second time, I had to start my sentence about 3 times because of all the interruptions and was left to basically talk to myself as they continued their conversation by talking over me like I was a piece of shit. Only Dave took notice and tried to make light of it. Then he went to take a picture with his siblings and stayed seated 3 chairs away. I wasn't alone on my side of the table or anything, but at this point, I considered pulling my phone to scroll on it because it was like I wasn't a part of the celebration and got a mix of bored and anxiety. We were about 16 people, grandchildren aged about 8 through 22 and spouses included. They ordered several samplers, dessert and drinks, especially the pricier margaritas. I had 2 soft drinks, 1 margarita and my ribs and soup. When the check came, Mill immediately said we needed to split the amount, which meant 8 adults sans Mill because it was her birthday would have to shoulder the amount. My tab was way under $100, but I was expected to cough up about $160–170. I didn't find it fair and told Dave I preferred to 1 pay for my own or 2 only split the cost for mine, his and his daughter's F22 meal. His response was less than agreeable and he basically called me a tight wad. I insisted and his face contorted, don't know if this is a good term, and he low-key hush-yelled like talking in low voice but aggressive and told me not to act up. At this point I felt bullied and told him. I excused myself and told the waitress and paid a good tip on my own. She kindly helped me out and I resolved my check. I sat back down and when he found out, his face got red and everyone got silent. On our way to our car, he said this should be the last time that I embarrass him in front of his family. He's also accusing me of taking a family celebration and using it to showcase my financial position, knowing that his family isn't rich and it would have been nice to split the cost. Every time he mentions this, he always makes remarks about how they are hard of cash and they made sacrifices to be there. I haven't replied to any of his messages ever since. He apologized, but I'm no longer confident that he would not do this again. The last time we talked, I said I will not be going to any of his family functions ever again. My friends are divided over this. Most of them support me, but some say I'll be ruining my relationship over money. I don't see it that way. Why would I help them save money by burning my wallet? I'm kind of lost here because it sounds like I'm expected to most only because I'm financially independent. He's never treated me this bad until now, so I don't know if I truly put him on the spot. AITA?